All right, BMW E36 intermittent brake light failure. The bulbs are good, the sockets are good. So now let's try the brake light switch, which I read in some old forum said is the problem. So here's the DAS part. It was like 12 bucks. And the trick is this little red collar's got to come all the way out so that the tabs can get released. So when you pull the collar all the way out, it gets out of the way. It's an interference for those. So if you can get that to pop back out on your existing brake switch, then it should come out. All right, there are 3 screws holding the panel on. One to the left, top underneath the lights, one to the right, and then down underneath. You can feel it with your hand just in front of the gas pedal. And then on the left side, it's a little more tricky with those clips. Just pull back on the door seal and it will come off the channel fairly easily. Right on the left side, see that little slot right there? There is a typical tab feature right there. Like I said, a paint can opener, one of these things you get at Home Depot. Works great to give you that little bit of leverage to pull gently, because remember this is a 96 and it's 2013 or 2023, excuse me. So 27 years old. The plastic's a little brittle. As usual, there's something hanging up. So there's your OBD2 port hanging free, and then I'm not exactly sure what that sensor is, but I'm going to unclip it so I can pull. Okay, so how does one get comfortable laying into the footwell without laying across the sill? Answer: 2 ladders, a piece of plywood, a towel, and we'll see if that helps. All right, take 2. There is a plate the switch is actually mounted in that's held on by a bolt, so I'm going to attempt to remove the plate, drop it down, and make it a lot easier, because you have to press the brake pedal, and it might not go back out far enough for the red plunger to release. It looks like a standard 10mm bolt. A different shot. It's on the left side of the pedal. It is a 10mm bolt. It should hold the bracket with the switch on it. Hey, success. Drops right out, so you can get to it. We can do the swap and put it back up. There's no springs. It's just that one bolt holding it in. The nut's on the bracket side, so as soon as it backs off enough, it drops straight down. So here's what it looks like out in the daylight. Like I said, 10mm bolt, back it off, the nut's on the plate, it drops straight down. Unclip it, then you can do the swap. The bayonet button right here needs to come back out. It's what locks the tabs in, and then you can do an easy swap. There's just this little notch in here, and you'll find on the switch there is a little ridge to go fit in there. So it just snaps back into position, shove the collar back down, and then the install is the reverse of what we just did. Yeah, when you push it back on, remember to put the button onto the little pad that it's going to go on, push forward, and then the bolt should line up fairly easy.